Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Ashley's Treasure. As you can see, I have another haul. I did this last weekend and I'm now videotaping. I got some stuff that's like for the house. I was sorting them out. This is more like artsy crafty stuff. I think there's like something in here too, but kind of house stuff. And then this is all like house decor stuff and some stuff that was passed down to me from my dad. So I want to share all this with you. So let's begin. Out of the first bag right here, this was in it. This was I got from Salvation Army. It was $1.99, but I got a half price. It's just like a light wood, but I like the light color and I like the rope on it. Definitely has that like coastal feel to it, and I can store things in it, and I can stack things on top of it. I thought it would look good like for decorating the house with. I think I'm gonna just kind of vary back and forth between drum journaling and house decor stuff. I love this book so much. I don't know if you've seen them, but I had two like short videos of because I was at the antique store with, you know, they all have their own little separate booths to sell from. And one of them, I was hanging on to that really gorgeous black Bible that was $18.98, wasn't it? They wanted like $34 or something, although this was behind it, so you didn't quite see it, but it was just so, I know there's like some pen on here, but a lot of it is pencil. I didn't realize that it was a little bowed, but that's okay because the pages are so wonderful. It was made in Washington, March 20th, 1951, but it is the cutest thing ever. And there's, it's from three different illustrators, if you want to read all of them, but it reminds me a lot of Dick and Jane. And that little girl reminds me so much of my daughter. It's so cute. But yeah, see there's a couple pencils in here because it was a school book. But I can just erase those, or, you know, I can just fussy cut them out. But yeah, that looks so much like my daughter. Mama. I see. And she's right next to me playing with her kinetic sand again. So don't be surprised if you see some sand thrown this way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but every page there's, you know, pictures that I can use. So yeah, it was $6, but having this many pages and every page having adorable pictures, yeah. And there was a fairy. Oh yeah, this is the one with the fairy. I thought that was really cute. So it has a little bit of mix of everything, you know. It's got some Christmas stuff. It does have some religious stuff, you know, but look how cute that'd be for a Christmas journal. You know, there's fall, there's, you know, dogs, cats, you know, so many cute things in here. Oh my gosh, yeah, that looks like my son, my daughter, and that looks like my son. They're so adorable. And see, that could be for spring journal. Oh my gosh, those ducks are the cutest. I had to get this one. I think it was worth it with, you know, every page having something front or back or both. It's the cutest thing ever. I had to get that. I found these little deers the first time I went in there. They were going to close in 20 minutes, so we went through there pretty fast, and I can't remember what they had a price. I think it was $2 or $3, and I really liked it because during Christmas I was decorating, and I was having like pine trees, and I wish that I had like little deers, you know, to decorate with for Christmas, and I saw these vintage ones, and I like, oh my gosh, yes, I need them. Although they're not that vintage because barcodes were made in the 70s, so they're not that old. But they're really cute and they're not that bad, and it has, you know, the buck, the doe, and the baby. So I've seen a lot of people finding the little cabbage dishes, you know, normally they're green and everything, but these ones were just glass, although it doesn't have any like name or anything, but it does need some serious cleaning. But purple was on sale that day, so $1.99. It was, I got it for 99 cents for the two of them, so I thought that was worth it. This St. Vincent, I don't normally get fabric from because it's kind of pricey there, but they just got a new person there, and they've been pricing it better because before it was like way too expensive. Like this, they would have done like $22 or something like that crazy. But I love this fabric. It's very thick. It has the neutral colors, you know, the texture of it. It's so great, and there's so much in here. It's 20 by 2 yards, and I got it for $5 for all that fabric. I love using this for like spines and stuff. Just, I love these colors, these neutrals, everything. So you can use that for stuff with the house. I can use it junk journals, you name it. And I love this floral one. Oh, and I also love how they use scraps of fabric to tie them. So I love that too. I don't know if they get sheets or pillowcases or scraps of fabric and don't think they can sell it and just tear strips to tie or what that is, but I like it because then it gives a little extra. But then I found this one for $2. This one's 44 by 106 inches and it has these beautiful blue roses all over it. I love it. And it's good quality too. It's cotton. You can just tell by the feeling of it. Yeah, I love that. It's gonna be great for a journal cover, especially with spring coming and everything. And I love this little extra blue fabric as well. I also found this roll. It's 36 by 2.5 yards, it looks like. And this they had in there since December, so they should have brought the price down, but they were selling for $5, but I don't need lace, but I thought that was still a good deal. I liked the color of it. I like the design. It's different one that I don't have. And so I thought it was kind of worth it. And again, extra fabric there. I like that dark blue. I like those colors together. Oh, I love it. And it's soft too. It's not that plasticky stuff, you know, that rough feeling. And there's so much of it. So I can do so many different things with it. It's a collar for $1. This was like handmade, and they got a little big paper clip too. Or not paper clip, but a safety pin. But they did an amazing job on this. I thought it was so beautiful. I gotta use that for junk journaling. I have to iron it. But they got it ready to sew on to a collar of a shirt. I thought that was so pretty. They did a really good job on it. I love the detail to it, so I thought that was kind of worth it. And, you know, I can just do sections too. Sometimes I like doing that, like just this leaf here. That's really pretty. We've been looking for a little basket for my daughter's bike so she can put her little Care Bears in it, because she's always trying to carry them while steering the bike and it's kind of hard for her. And my father found this one, which was for $2. It did have this fabric in there, which has these bright colored Easter eggs. Definitely looks like the 80s style, and they had it like tied on here, so not huge into that, but I do like this. And I think I can cut this off and then just pull these out from the way it's wedged in there. And then this is like the perfect size for her bike, and then I just need some like zip ties or something and put it on there so she can put her little, she has more than enough room to put some of her little characters, her stuffed animals in with her and travel around the house with it. It's gonna be so cute. This I got from that antique store with the little booths. This was the one that had like all that junk journaling stuff. And this I got for $1. I really like the tan beads, the ivory colored beads. It's hard to see exactly between that mesh, but this bag will come in handy too. I'm not huge into these ones. I don't know if these are wooden. Yeah, they look wooden. I don't know, maybe I could use these for something Halloween or something. I don't know. Who knows? Not my style, but I really liked these ones. I was curious about these ones. And I thought there was quite a few in here for $1. It wouldn't be so bad. That's cheaper than buying, you know, the strands of beads at like Michael's or something. And some of them have, yeah, like carving in them. See, those ones got stripes, those ones got roses. These have seashells in here, so I don't know if all of this is seashells, but like these odd ones definitely are seashells. You can tell from the little shine, you know. But I don't know, maybe they are. But then they have these tiny little brown ones, which I think are actual wood. So those are actually kind of interesting too. So I like the neutral colors. Not something I'm gonna wear, but something I'm going to take apart and use for junk journaling. Yeah, I think these are like thicker shells and cut up into little pieces or beads. Yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, I got a bunch of those, all sorts of different shapes and stuff. So for $1, I thought that was worth it. At St. Vincent, I found they had a bunch of bags just loaded with odds and ends of fabric. And they varied in price. This one was $4. I really liked this lace in here, and I was looking at some of the fabric. Like this floral one looked old, and I did like this blue striped one. So I did end up getting this one. Let me try cutting this open. Yeah, they had these all separate, like scraps, quilt scraps. They had this as scraps for $1.50, so they probably weren't selling them. You just combined them. Odd piece. But yeah, look how there's so much of this, and you know how you can have finer ribbons, and weed them through, and that's gonna look so pretty. And I like the little flowers on here. That's gonna look really nice. So you can do them this way, or I guess that way, but I think it'll look better this way from the way they're cut. But I have a never-ending supply of this, so that itself was kind of worth the $4, and like all our other stuff was kind of a bonus. Let's see what this is. I do not like this fabric at all, but I do like the shiny color. It kind of makes me think of like mermaids and stuff, especially with my daughter and all. It's 22 by 60. I like how they measure everything. I do love this though. This is 22 by 18. It's very fine blue and white stripes. That is right up my alley. I love the tear here too. Oh, love that. That'll be great with coastal stuff. This is just an odd piece. Oh, this is kind of like felt. It's a purple. It's kind of a hard one to work with. But I do like the feeling. It is soft. It's just scraps. Oh yeah, it's just scraps. I don't know what this was originally from or what they were using it for. But it feels like cotton, so maybe it was from like a sheet or something, and then they were cutting up making something out of it. I don't know. Because it's got this stuff that normally used to those allergy pillow sheets or something, that helps. Maybe that's what it was originally from. I don't know. But I can do stamping and dyeing and stuff with this, and there's quite a bit on there. So that can go a long way. And then this is just random scrap. Ooh, what is this? Kind of makes me think of crocodile. This is a very different fabric I was not expecting. Can you see? Yeah. Can you see the markings? Like, I don't know if that's more like a, kind of leopard print or more crocodile print. Or dinosaurs. This could be used for dinosaurs. And let's see these little quilt pieces. Staple these shut too. Yeah, and they had these little honeycombs. Or is this like chicken wire? Either way, I thought it was cute. I thought that would come in handy. Here's some dogs theme. Yellow polka dots. This one's bigger. Oh, it's Dr. Seuss. Yeah, normally they save scraps like this to tie their things with, and this is a light yellow that always comes in handy, especially with spring stuff. Oh, I love this. I didn't see this. I love the feeling of this. This feels like it was from Grandpa's shirt. A Grandpa's shirt. I love the blue and yellow. That's definitely vintage. There's the polka dots again. This one has some shimmer to it. It has some gold shimmer. I don't think you can see the gold shine. Is there any other different type of? There's this. I don't know what that was. Some kind of woodland theme. It looks like probably deers were in there. There's some flower. That definitely has the like 60s feel. What is this? I have no idea. Huh. Maybe this was like a golf theme? Because it's got like the grandpa sweater. Yeah, and then there's the flag. Oh my gosh, and look at those pants. Oh my gosh. Did you say 70s, 80s? See, there's all sorts of, and then, ooh, here's some sunflowers. I want to do a sunflower journal, and I'm slowly but surely getting some sunflower stuff. It's nice having small pieces, because when you have big pieces, you kind of get overwhelmed and don't know, you're like afraid to cut it, and you know, but having things already cut in small pieces for you, it helps me at least. You know, I wonder what this was, because it says postcard there. This looks like one that we would have really liked. But even the strip of it, I like. But yeah, being smaller, kind of easier to work with. I'm not afraid to cut it up because it's already cut up. These cute little, that's an oldie. How old do you say that is? I don't know, but it's cute. Here's some more of that flower. Some more doggies. So, odds and ends scraps. Oh my gosh, I wish I had more of this. That's screaming 70s. I think it was worth it. Definitely for $4, all of this before. All of this. Definitely worth it. I got this glass bowl because, yeah, it was $2.99, but I've been looking for one like this. And that's narrow like this, but wide enough, because I want to put one on my succulents. Because it's getting too big for the one it's in now. I want to move it to something like this so it can really expand and everything. I think it'll do better in this. I also found this glass jar. I like finding ones like this that I can put things in, and I loved how it had a wooden top. Yeah, it's, you know, seen better days. It is worn out and everything, but I like that. It gives character. It's $3.99 for the size, and I can put like so many different things. I can put, you know, like doilies and stuff in here. I can use it for decoration, or I can use it for storing stuff in my art room, which I think I'm going to do, because I tend to add like fabrics like that inside of it, or buttons. You know, I have like a million things I could store in there. Possibilities are endless. I found this cute hanky for 50 cents. I like the design on here and the scalloped around it. And I'm just ready for spring and summer. And I do like, it looked like tiger lilies and stuff, you know, different type of lilies. So I thought that was cute. And I didn't see any stains or anything, or holes or anything, which I am fine with too, but for 50 cents, I thought it was worth it. I got this for the house. Originally it was $5. What do you say? Isn't that from one of the dollar stores or Target? I have no idea. But as you can see, it's an anchor. It's a mirror. And it is dirty, but I do gotta clean it. But I loved it, and it has the rope on there too. So it has the light colored wood. Although I didn't realize there was a couple spots that has some white paint on it. That's easy. I can simply sand that off and just have it natural. And I can always put a picture in there. But I like the mirror, so use that to decorate with the house. I gotta clean it up still. I forgot, we also went to an outlet store, and it had this gorgeous wooden frame, and it's slightly a shadow box, but not two-dimensional. But I wanted to get, I think this is like 8 by 10. I want to get a picture of my husband and I at our wedding, and then have some, we had it at a beach, and have some of the original sand and stuff, and seashells and stuff that we had at our wedding in there, you know, with a picture of us at the beach. And it was only $4.99 at this outlet store. So I thought that was worth it. I really like it. I don't like the picture in there. Although, you know, I actually might reuse that picture. It looks texture. I might use that for junk journaling projects. But not something I would frame on the wall. But I also found another cute little wooden frame at the dollar store. And I looked how real it is, you know. The character. And it was only 99 cents. See? And so I thought that would look good too for a nice little 3.5 by 5 picture in there. Love it, and I love them together as well. Got all different types of shades of wood going on. I also found at the outlet store, I found velvet ribbon, and it was all in a pack. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 colors, neutral colors together. I don't know how much is in it. There's not a lot per, it says 36 inches. That has to be like all of them. Yeah, 4 ribbons, 9 feet of each. So I thought that was kind of worth it for $3 for 4 of them. Normally it's like $2.99 for just one of them, so I liked that. I like the velvet too, especially this one. I love that one. This little scrap piece, I think she put this in for free. There's a couple things she's just like, oh, I'll give it to you for free, or 25 cents, you know, because this didn't have one, but I really liked the flowers on there. And it wasn't a lot, but just enough, you know. It's really cute, and I thought it was worth it, and it's not white, you know, it's that creamy color that I love. This as well. This was in, is it like washcloths or something? But this is like almost like a table mat, you know. But it's kind of small for that. You wouldn't put your dishes on here. So I don't know if somebody did this themselves or what, with the way it's stitched and everything. But no, there's a tag in there. I don't know, but I really love the fabric. I love the feeling of it. It's really soft. I love the color. It's neutral. I don't know if I want to tear this up and make a journal out of it because the size is like perfect for a fabric cover, or if I should just keep this because these are colors that I'm going with throughout the house. Then I can like layer things on top of it, you know. So I'm I wish there was more than one there. I only found one though. Although I found this and there was 4 of them. I wanted all 4 of them, but I was good. I only got 2 of them. Yeah, I'm working on it. But I had to get this because, yes, the little curtains, but they were asking for $2. Now, if they were $1 a piece, I probably would have got all of them. But no, 2 of them is good enough. But I got it because, if you know me, I'm obsessed with anything and everything to do with water. And look, there's a little lighthouse, sailboat, there's little seagulls, you know, a building. Like, how cute would this be in journals? And so I loved it so much, that's why I got 2 of them. I also found an antique, or I don't know if it's antique yet, but autograph book, you know, and they were selling it for $1 at St. Vincent. I don't know what this is, it's stuck on there, but I wish there were signatures in there, but there's not. But this is who it belonged to. This is their handwriting. Look how aged that is. It's got a flag on there. I can use it for like an Americana patriotic journal. But yeah, and it's got the little yellow, the white, they got a darker yellow, blue, and then back to the yellow. I didn't see any signatures in here used. And then they got this thicker black paper, which is quite thick. It's like cardstock. And you could see like fibers in it, you know, look at all that stuff in it. So I'm like, that's gonna be so much fun to use as is. And who knows, maybe I could just use this as a certain size journal too. And I can make it thicker. Like I can take all these pages out and have this part completely flat, so it'll be thicker. Who knows? I thought for $1 it was definitely worth it. It had so many possibilities in it. What is this? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I found some stamps there. This was $2.50, so I was like, who is it? Is it not? But these are the ones where it has, you spell out your own words. And they already had some spelled out. I don't know, 26th, June 25th to 26th. So maybe a school had this. I don't want to lose the little pieces. This is probably an address. Pathway. Yeah, some kind of Baptist church. So that's really cute. So I got 2 of these. And then see these metal parts, you slide the letters into there. And look at all these letters. Some of them haven't even been used. They're so tiny. So I think these, you put the letters in these. So I gotta sort them out. Yeah, it's a lot easier when they're inside of this, so you can actually see what you're getting instead of being thrown in a bag like that. But that's okay. But for 2 of them, and then all these letters and numbers, I thought it was worth it. And actually, there's some in here. Oh my gosh, yeah, see? Look at all these letters. They got lowercase, capital. Oh my gosh. And these little tweezers help, you know, get them in there and stuff. Oh my God. And then you got spacers too. They even got 3/4, 1/2, 1/4 percentage. Oh my gosh. Cents and percent. So yeah, it's got everything. This is so great. Okay, yeah, it's definitely worth it, but I'm definitely gonna have to go through and clean and organize that. The pieces are all over. That's cute that it came with the little tweezers too. I didn't notice that because it was in the bag. Oh yay, I'm happy. That was definitely worth the $2.50. Possibilities are endless with those. And I like how tiny they are. It's so cute. Love it. Oh, I found this like file folder. It's only 99 cents. I love the blue. I don't know if I should use this as like a cover of a journal or if I should actually use it. Because I thought I could cut these out and then it would be a nice journal because it, you know, the spine would expand. What do you think? Should I like take some of these out? And I would have to cut this part out and like have it fold out into, or these could be the pages and I just have to cut this. I don't know. I just saw so many possibilities. They got, you can sort it by alphabets here or else the month they have on here too. So I don't know, I just saw a lot of possibilities. It definitely looks like something that Margaret from Sun Plaza, she would make something out of this. It was only 99 cents, so I had to get it. I do have an electrical eraser that takes these and they're quite expensive sometimes. And they had it for, hasn't even been opened for $2, so that was handy. Had to snatch that up. What do I have here? Oh, this is another book that I got at the antique store with the booths. Yeah, I got the Deers and this the first day, and then I came back the other day to get something big that I wanted so bad. Some of you might know because I did a post asking if I should get it or not, if that's crazy or not. But it's one of my bucket lists I wanted so bad, and I ended up going back and getting it. And I did like the little short video around the store, and then that's when I got the red one and the beads. But the first time they were closing in 20 minutes, so I only grabbed this one and the Deers. But this one I think was $5 too. I might have taken this, I think it was $5. But I really liked it. Oh, there is some tear there, but that's okay. I love this grungy blue color. It's just so cute. Although sadly there is some pen there, so I gotta see if I can find a way to get the pen off, because the plasticky ones that has that plastic coating on it, you know, those are easy to come off. That goes right with an eraser. But being on fabric, it's gonna be hard without taking some of that color off with it. So I don't know. But I even love this stamp, this 59-cent stamp. And again, this is a lot like Dick and Jane. These pages are a lot smoother, kind of glossy feeling. But copyright 1952. Originally by 47, but this is the 52 edition. But there's so many cute, adorable pictures. But as I took it home and I was looking closer, some of the pictures are like not printed well. They're like doubled, you know, like it wasn't the best company. But they're still really cute. I like the animals and stuff. The little girl is so darling. Again, reminds me of my daughter. They got kittens. They got a little bit of everything in these. Yeah, you see how it's like double printed? Like it didn't lay, the printer went wrong. You know, it didn't lay the colors down right. It didn't print correctly. So I was kind of bummed out about that, but it's still, I still think it's worth it. Like, look at these gorgeous pictures. They're so cute. I love these. Did I just see bunnies? I thought I saw bunnies. Maybe I'm wrong. No, there is bunnies. So that kind of makes me think of Peter Rabbit. But they got a lot of short little stories in here. I can definitely see Diane Hubert, Little Pink Cottage, her channel. I could definitely see her using this without a doubt. Oh gosh, yeah, the cover's so cute. Oh, I got another bag of fabric. I thought I just got one, but apparently I grabbed two. Was this one $4 too? Yeah, this one was $4 too. I really like the toucan in here because I want to do a tropical like one. I know I have like a million journals I want to do. I got a huge list saved on my notebook. I'm like, when do you see ones like this? Like, how perfect would that be for a journal? Granted, this was for, you know, the sweaters, how they did that back in, what, the 90s? I tend to find a lot of them. Oh, and there's parrots, too. There's some beautiful butterflies I can cut out. So, yeah, you just cut out all these different appliques to put on your sweaters, but I want to use them for junk journals. Oh, you can use them for like hats too. Oh, come on, open. Look at her, so stylish. Oh, and she's got a fish. She's got a Dory from Finding Nemo. I got some examples there. So even those I can cut out because of being small. I want to see if I got any of the fish or if it's just the birds. Could do it on a towel. Make a tank top. Even her, you know, just using that part of her, you know, is worth it. You can make an apron. Oh, I do got the fishies. Oh, how cool. Because I love fish. Look at those bright colors. I love it. Okay, that just made me even happier. That was worth the $4. Oh, and there's still more. There's more of it. So these must be parts that they cut out. There's more fishies and stuff. Maybe they were trying to do a quilt with this. Tropical, like, quilt. What was this? Oh, a mask. Ew, yuck. Okay, that I am throwing away. Sorry. Oh, that's kind of cute. Although I'm not huge into the whole, like, 80s, 90s cottage thing. But ducks are really in again. It is really cute though. I'll have to see what I can do with that. Oh, they stapled it. I don't want to tear it right now. Oh, maybe I can get it out. But yeah, it's like a quilted duck. And I like the cattails. Does it say? I don't know, it doesn't say the year on it. I was hoping, but what's this? 2 panels. Is this a turkey or a pheasant? Oh, and I have Canadian geese too. Okay. Oh, and look at the mushrooms. Oh, that's cool. And then they got the Canadian geese over here. That's pretty. I like that. That'd be great for a fall theme. Ooh, I like the fabric of this. Yeah, it's got red and orange and green. This is great for a cover right there, you know. And the front and the back is pretty much the same. I like the torn to it. See all those colors? The sun's starting to set a little. But I got a bunch of little scraps of it. Ooh, I love these flowers. That looks like some older fabric, somewhat. It's not old or anything like that, but here's like a baby one. It's got trucks and birds and stuff. Breast cancer. And what's this? Whisper left. Got some cardboard. This looks like it was never used. Interesting. I like the texture it gives. This side is really soft. Different. Don't have anything like that, so that's interesting. So that bag was worth $4. I found another frame. I was hem-hawing back and forth between this because I absolutely love dolphins, and it has like the mommy dolphin and the baby dolphin. I like the, you know, the texture to it. It looks like stone, but it's just painted that way. But I thought it looked so cute with a picture of my daughter and I, since, you know, it's mommy and baby, especially with one of us swimming, you know. But I kind of wish that this was a lighter blue. I wish it wasn't so dark. That's why I was hem-hawing through it. So I was almost thinking if there's a way I could, you know, do kind of like a sponge painting over it to lighten it. I think that would look better, because I love this light blue and this cream color. I love the baby one. It's just these dark pieces, and the mama dolphin is a little bit dark, but I think because you can see that spongy work paint job that they did, I could do that. So I gotta find like even if I did this tan color here and then find that of like a blue, like that kind of sponge around, you know, or vice versa, do the blue and then the tan over it, because I like that a lot more than the dark, but I do love it. And so I did splurge and get that for my daughter and I found the jackpot on baskets. They vary in prices. They have like a bin and they just say sizes. Small was like $0.25, medium was 50 cents, and large was $1, unless they were priced separately, like the one I showed you that I got from my daughter for her bike. That one was $2, but I wasn't sure about this one at first, but I ended up getting it because it was only $1. It looks like a giant clamshell, you know, and so I can put stuff in there with the house or put fruit in it, something. I like the color to it, and it looked like it was in good shape. There's probably like a tad piece missing here, but overall, like, and it has these little woven balls on it too to support it so it stays sturdy. I thought it was really cute. I never seen one like it, and we're doing a whole coastal theme around here, especially with those colors. So I thought that was perfect for the house. I found some of these ones. They're smaller. Normally these are larger for plates, you know, but these are great on bookshelves and stuff. When you have like pottery and stuff, you know, flowers, and then having this on the back of it. So some nice layers. So I found 2 of those. I found this sturdy one. I like the weaving to it, especially with spring coming. I'm like going basket crazy. Oh, they did have a sticker on here. Oh no, that was to something else. But it did have an old vintage sticker on here. Made, what does it say? Can't even read it. Made in Poland? I think that's what it says. By hand. Does that say Poland? It's really blurry in there, but I love it. I thought some doily in there and put like little things in there. And then these ones were pretty much all the same, but different sizes. Like this one was 50 cents. I like the weaving to it. It's really sturdy and everything. I like the size of it. I liked how narrow and long this one was. I thought this would be perfect on top of like the back of the toilet, you know, and put some stuff in there. So it looks nicer. And then I found these ones, like this one she threw, and she's like, oh, I'll put this one in for free. And she was giving me a lot of stuff for free. She was so sweet. She's like, oh yeah, this is $0.25, and this $0.25, this I'll put in there for free. And she was a sweetheart, and she was adoring my daughter. And I had a cart full of stuff, and I always try to make sure there's no one else cashing out, you know, there's no one else in line and everything, you know. And hard to believe, as soon as I get in line and start unpacking everything to scan and cash out, you know, a bunch of people follow me. But luckily they were really patient, and they were just adoring my daughter, having fun playing with her, and she was so cute. This was at Salvation Army. They had so many of these envelopes, and I think this is like something from like Temu or something maybe. But they have these like vine or whatever they called it, but it has like this shimmer to it. So I wasn't sure because normally I don't go for shimmer, but I really liked it at the same time. And it's not one I have, and I like to make cards a lot, and I just thought it was different, fun to make in junk journals. They do have these little heart stickers, you know, these gold ones. So it must have been like a wedding, you know, and they only used a few of them. They must have ordered some extra ones. So I thought that was worth it. Yeah, they were originally, so I think there's 100 here, and then some extra ones that they had left out. They ordered too many. They were originally $3.99, and so I got that and a little bit extra for $1.99. So I thought that wasn't too bad. 100 pieces. That's an A7 envelope. Navy blue vines, they called it. But it looks like something from like Temu or something, the way the packaging was. I found this round like candle holder and I thought it was really cool. It was $1.50, but it's like this dark brown to it. But I think I kind of want to spray paint it white, then kind of rough it up a little bit. And I like the different layers. During Christmas, I could put different like pine trees on it. I don't know, just different things. Like, it doesn't have to be candles, but I don't know. I just really liked it. It was different. I have a house to decorate now, so I thought this would be something fun to play with and try out. I found these coasters, and I really like it because it reminds me of like a compass. And normally I'm not huge into silver, but I really like these ones. And I did look them up because they had, I don't know if they had like an antique booth or something. They were a little expensive. They wanted $10 for it. Yeah, they're silver plated. And then they're crystal coasters. They're crystal coasters with silver plates on it. So, you know, and then it's made in Italy. It shows on there. I don't know if I want to open these yet. But the glass, I don't know if you can even see that. There it says made in Italy on the crystal. And then the silver plates, there's a part of it that has their brand or whatever imprinted on it. It's like right in there. And so it shows that it's real steel silver. I was looking online and they were all showing like 2 to 6, and I have 7 in here, so I thought that wasn't bad either. And I like how it's higher, so it helps keep your cup in it instead of sliding off. And then also I thought maybe I could use to have candles in there or like a plant or something instead of just as a normal coaster for cups. So I was thinking of a lot of different ways I can use it through the house. And I like that starburst design in it, in the center of the crystal. It just made me think of compass. It kind of made me think of a sunflower. Just kind of the way you look at it and the way, depending how you want to decorate it. It could be for, in the winter, it could be like a snowflake, you know. So I did end up getting that one. I splurged and got that. This was for 99 cents. This is supposed to be for special dates for people. Like, this is from a Hallmark, to keep track of, you know, when you're sending out cards for birthdays and anniversaries and stuff. And it had every month and then the day, and you can write, okay, this one's birthday's on this one, so that way you know you got cards ready. I thought that would really come in handy. If not, I can use it for junk journaling. And then you can write everyone's address in here. But I really like that, and I think that's going to help me, you know, keep track of everyone's birthdays and everything, because I love making cards for them. See, there's even wedding anniversaries in here. Yeah, first, second, third, yeah. And then traditional stuff. And other days to remember. I thought that was worth it. I don't like the cover or anything. Maybe I'll decorate that, but I thought that was really going to come in handy for me. Well, I still got so much like arts and crafts stuff in here. I did find one cute little book in the children's section at St. Vincent. It's Hey Diddle Diddle, the first book of nursery rhymes, my first library. This was a gift in July 3rd, 1994. But the illustration is like a lot older than that. But this, you know, was a newer reprint of it. Copyright 1980, reprinted in 1992. But the pictures in here are so darling for all the little nursery rhymes. Baa Black Sheep, you know. Oh, they're so cute. Georgie Porgy. Goosey Goosey Gander. I don't remember that one. Oh, look at the cats and dogs. Oh, yeah. And the cow jumped over the moon. Humpty Dumpty. Rockabye Baby in the treetops. Oh, look at her and the dog, or the cat. That is so cute. Jack and Jill went up the hill. They're so pretty. Little Bo Peep. Little Boy Blue. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, and they're only $1/4. And they're sewn in, so that's nice too. So that'd be fun to have. She's so cute. What are girls made of, and then what are boys made of? I always love that one. Yeah, it was worth it, I thought. And I could make a journal out of the cover too. But see, covers like this, if you have pen on it, it erases with just a regular pink eraser. But being fabric like this, it's gonna be hard getting pen off. Which I did show in one of my old videos on tips and tricks. I saw this stamp and it looked like it was still working. It's an old, you know, paid one. I thought that'd be really cool to have like an original one. And it looks like it's still, the ink is still working and it's red. So I thought that was really cool. I wish I had some paper. I need to find some paper. Here's a sticky note. We'll see how well it works. Because it left, oh, it's perfect. That's going to be so fun to have in journals. Oh my gosh, I love it. There's a little part on, oh yeah, there's something on. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's going to be fun in projects. And that was 75 cents. I'm running out of room, but I still got more stuff to share with you. I found this cute little necklace. I thought my daughter would like it because she likes playing dress up. It does have a flower. It's not like gold or anything, but it looks like pearls, but it's not pearls. It's actually like a metal, but I thought it would be so cute. If not, I could use it for journaling stuff, but I thought she would like it. I looked through their wallpaper, which I always love looking at. I use for doing pockets and journals, and I love using them for making cards and stuff. And I found strawberries. How cute is that? So for a strawberry journal, perfect. I love the texture to it. Yeah. And I can just cut like a strip down too for on pages and stuff. And then I like using these as strips too, and so many possibilities. And those were only 50 cents. And I found so many of these. I don't know what they were, but they were all tied up and everything, and I was really curious about it. And it seems like just like strips of fabric. Some of them had more, some had less. I just grabbed the cheapest one. It was only 50 cents for all of this. There's 2 of these. And let's try untying this if I can. And here's some brown fabric for me to use too. Scraps of red fabric or brown fabric. Yeah, I don't know if this was supposed to be like, you know, bias tape or something. But yeah, they're just like strips of cotton fabric. And what would you say, like 1/2 inch? But it's like cotton fabric, just strips of it. And I got 2 of them, so what do you think I should do with these? I was thinking I could do some really cool stamping on these, and like I can use them for dyeing, use them to tie journals with, you know. And for 50 cents for all this, would you get some too and do stuff? And I like how it's white, so that way I can dye them whatever color I want. Even this paper is kind of cool too to use. Use that as well. Some of them had markings on it, which kind of reminded me of sewing patterns. So yeah, I don't know. It was calling for me to try something out. I did find this little applique. There's a rose in here. It was for 25 cents, still in the package, never been opened. And it's got the leaves in there, so I thought that was worth it. I wish, oh yeah, 1971. I was wondering if it was in the 70s. This is 1971 right there. Super appliques. Oh my gosh. I think I have to save this for a 70s theme journal. I found 2 books. They were so pretty. There's a little bumblebee there. This is like perfect for a journal. Is this like another Hallmark? Yeah. Does it say a year? Sometimes they do. This one I don't see a year on. But again, it was just, you know, the binder. These I can use too. Even the little papers inside of here I can use. But overall, I was thinking of just using for a journal. Oh, and then they have the parts here so you can write what the pictures are of. I do like that. I was actually looking for something like that for my husband and I's anniversary. Because normally I do like fancy scrapbooking, but I just want to get like a simple one so I can write down certain things. So I might save these and put it in a different journal or a different album and use this for making a junk journal out of. And then I found this really pretty one too. I can't remember what the price was on this one. The sticker must have came off. This was only $1.99. I'm pretty sure green was half price, wasn't it? Green that day? Green or blue? But again, so pretty. And there's the back of it. It's again another Hallmark. So it must have been the same. Yeah. So it's probably the same person donated them. And this one was so cute. I liked all the pictures in here. So I thought, because I wasn't sure because being $1.99, but then I looked at all the pages in here and I thought it was worth it. Like, look at all that. Look at that. Like, wouldn't you get this too? And then it has January and all these pretty flowers and everything. Room to journal. And then there were pockets too in these. Yeah. And it's like cardstock. And look at the back of that. So I'm like, yes, please. That's like perfect. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of the, oh gosh, what's her name? Like all junk journalists love that book. I still haven't found one of them. Edith Holden. That's what it kind of reminded me of. There's, they did a calendar version with her work in it. And this reminds me of that. I do like the little bee in here. And now March, I see the butterfly, little flower, April, May, June, July. Oh, they do have a seashell there. Like the feathers. And there's August. I love the berries, butterflies. September. October, that's gorgeous. Oh, I love that you used a pencil for the birdhouse. November. And let's see, what's December? Oh, that is so cute. I love that. And the little cranberries. That's so cute. That's worth it. And then you have the addresses. And each one of those have their own little picture too. So that itself is definitely worth it. And it's not plastic. It's all matte. So that is definitely worth it. There's poppy seeds. Apples. They're so pretty. I love it. Yeah, that was worth the $1.99 for sure. All right, the next few things are things that my father gave to me. Sadly, on our way home, we were halfway home. We only had 42 minutes left to go. And all of a sudden, our airbags went off. And it was just me and my two kids, and it freaked us out. We had no idea what was wrong. I was like, was there a sensor that went off that made the airbags go off? Did we get a flat tire or something? No idea what in the world went on. So make sure there's no oncoming traffic. The airbags took forever to deflate. They were so packed. It hurt my arm, like my left arm, because the two side ones went off. The front airbag didn't go off. The back one didn't go off. It was only the two sides because apparently they're like connected. So I was able to wiggle my way out. The kids were perfectly fine. None of them got hurt in any way or form. I wiggled out of the car and I'm like checking the tires. The tires are fine. I'm like, what in the world happened? And so I'm like looking, I'm behind the car. I'm looking down and I'm like, did we hit something? Like, what in the world? And I saw this big brown bump and I didn't know if it was like mud piled up or whatever, because you know it's that time of the year. The snow's melting, so it's hard to tell if it's just a muddy snow bundle, you know, whatever. So I walked down there really quick and all of a sudden I saw there was a deer. and it looked pretty fresh. So I'm like, oh my gosh, did we hit a deer? So I'm walking back, and on the lower part, on the passenger side, right where my son was sitting, apparently the deer was just getting out of the ditch as we were passing and rammed right into us. It hit between the two doors, mostly in the front door, and I didn't realize that it did hit its head on the front right headlights. So it hit his head there, and his body all against there. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera, and totaled the car. Because of the airbags going off, that does so much damage to the car that it's going to cost more than what the car is worth. So now we are short a vehicle, and my husband had to come all the way and pick us up, and we had to get the car towed. But luckily, they're going to give us, our insurance was covered, and we're going to get so much out of it, and so we're going to be able to put that towards a vehicle. So, but now we got to look for a new vehicle, so that's a huge bummer. But the only good thing was that all the kids were fine. None of the glass broke and everything. It's just really a poopy situation. But yeah, none of us had, I mean, even my son, he didn't even see it, and it was right next to him where it hit him. So yeah, it was really unexpected. It was kind of scary at first, but we were all perfectly okay. That's what matters. None of us got hurt in any way or form. So yeah, you guys sit down for a second. But my dad gave me this because I told him how I've been looking for different types of Crocs, and he had this one forever. And I kind of prefer the ones that are just like this without the dark brown, but I do love this one as well. But sadly, the car accident, it made it, because I had this in the front seat on the floor because it was just me and the kids. So I thought this would be safer in the front seat with me than in the trunk, but apparently not, because all of a sudden a deer came out of nowhere, and I had this facing towards the door, and the door bumped that, and so the handle broke off. But I still have the pieces, so I think I can glue them back together. So it's kind of a bummer, but I'm going to use this to decorate the house with. And it was my dad's, and he passed it on to me. And then I also have, sit down, sweetie pie.
You read. You more here.
Are you going to read to them?
Yeah.
Okay. Sit down. And then my dad had these two glass jars in his garage for years, because it was originally his mom's, my grandmother's, which passed away, gosh, how long has it been? 3, 4, 5 years now. But I thought this was really cool. I really like this one. It only has these ribbed on the corners, and it's a good size. I love the green tin lid, and I was thinking, what do you think about this? If I did like a snow globe theme, get that fake snow on the bottom, the cotton stuff, and then I have those little deers. I can put those in there, and a couple of the pine trees, decorative pine trees in there. And then I can put like a bigger tree on top or something, or just have like a ribbon tied on here so it looks like a snow globe kind of thing. I'm so excited about that. And then he also had this one in there, and instantly, as soon as I looked at this, I'm like, this has to be uranium. Like, look at that. And so I have a little black light, and I put it at a dark room, and I shined it, and it was glowing. I'll have to post or show the little picture of it. But I looked this up. It's almost antique. It was 1930s Hussar cookie jar, uranium depression glass. And so I thought that was so cool. It was my grandmother's. It used to say cookie right here. And the lid used to be like a green, kind of like the other one, but it's, worn off and everything. Although I can't get it open, and I'm afraid trying too hard is going to break it or something. But I looked these up, and they're the exact same one is selling between, I found a few of them that were selling between 100 and 150. Granted, I don't want to sell this. It was my grandmother's, and I want to keep it, and I don't have anything uranium, and I thought that was really cool. So again, something I can decorate around the house with now. And then last but not least, I finally found a Croc, and they had a reasonable price. I found a 6-gallon one. I'm gonna have to take this off 1 second. Here it is. Yeah. See, it's a 6-gallon. It's got the number 6. That's the only marking it has on here. It is brown at the inside, and oopsie, there's some of the, I used this to, here's some of the handle from the car accident. I was dumping all the stuff that was in the glove department and everything. I was putting all that stuff in there, waiting for my husband to come, but here's 2 of the pieces. There's one more piece. I think I can put that back together, but I was just keeping it in here to keep it safe. But none of this broke, because this was next to it too. Luckily none of this broke. When the cop came, I heard a and I'm like, oh, did it broke? And he said, yeah. And I thought he meant this broke, but it was just that broke. So I'm kind of glad that didn't break, but it's kind of a bummer at the same time. But it has these handles on both sides. They're a tad bit chipped, but not bad. And I just love it because it has the character. I love the color to it. And there is one chip on the bottom down here, but if you see, it's kind of on the side in the back, so you don't really see it, but I don't mind it because it's completely holding the inside. But I wanted to put like Christmas trees, and I do want to get a tall plant to put in here, so like I can use this all year round. I've been looking for them, and I was shocked that I found this one, and I got it for $45, and there was a 3-gallon that they wanted $75 for, and this one's twice as big and has handles. And I got this for only $45, so I had to, that's why I came back the next day and got it, because I couldn't stop thinking about it. I had to get it. But finally this haul is over. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know what was your favorite things between the vintage books, hello sweet pea, my giant Crocs, you know, some of the house stuff, the jars from my grandmother, you know, the frames, there's the ribbons, the lace, oh my gosh, the baskets. I got so much stuff. So yeah, and we will talk to you later. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.